Maybe that's because it's recording. I keep getting circles.
It might be.
Okay, well, fuck it. We're gonna go with it.
We'll just see what happens.
Alright, everybody, we're gonna do this game, because we can.
Yeah, proper intro.
I mean, we've done 4 hours of Spider-Man. We're ready to play something different. So we're gonna play Remothered, which I haven't played. I bought it on a PS4 flash sale. It looked good. Is that the cat?
There it goes.
Here he is.
Right as we go to start.
Right as we go to start, Oliver's like, I'm done eating, you guys. Let's hang out. Wait for it. I hope they can hear the door jingle.
Yeah.
There he is. Hey, bud.
Hey.
Now that I'm playing, you're on cat duty.
I see.
So you're also on door duty.
Yep.
So you need to close the door behind him.
Yeah. This is going to be a fun job.
Yeah, just make sure you don't rip out your head. There we go.
Oliver.
So we did a little bit of research on this. Apparently, it's the spiritual successor to a game that already had another spiritual successor called, what was it, Clock Tower?
Yeah, there was the Clock Tower series, which
Was a series.
Yeah, because at least there was 3 of them.
Okay.
Because they said the Haunting Ground was considered a spiritual, or had a lot of similarities with Clock Tower 3. And was considered a successor to the series.
And Haunting Grounds was a spiritual successor, which we just came from a local video game store, and they had a copy of Haunting Grounds, and that thing was $230.
Yeah.
You know, so good luck on that one. I don't think we'll ever play that. If we do, that'll be surprising.
Yeah.
But instead, we're going to go ahead and play Remothered.
Yes.
Because I want to. And I like horror games.
Tormented Fathers.
You know, so we're going to play this because I like horror games, and I like...
That just on the controls at you right
Oh, they do. Okay. Right. R3 is flashlight. That's interesting. There's a dodge mechanic.
Okay.
Place diversion. Change There's diversions?
There's a diary. You can throw a diversion.
So, is it all true?
Oh, you might want to lay the Demogorgon down on the ground.
That illness. Thickened bones.
There's an illness thick in the bones.
Healing process and tissue regeneration.
There we go.
Is that all true?
Wait to feed a Demogorgon.
Every word.
Every word.
That's what it was doing. Why call it an illness?
The lepidopterans made a nest out of the human body where they could eat and multiply.
Okay.
An illness is what it is.
But then,
So it's
Where do you want me to start?
cell regeneration?
from the beginning.
Yes, the beginning, please.
I'm old, Mr. Manny. My memory is not one of my strong points.
Well,
Is that who
for
we're...
example, why do they call you Madam Svenska?
Svenska?
A name is just a trace. It is our business card, our identifier. It presents us to the world. What does it tell
Okay,
our
he didn't
story
ask you for a philosophical
really
debate
describe
on what a
our
name is. He asked, why do they call you
Four
this?
idiots with the same exact name.
Well, yes. But we are not made of that name. It is
They call me
given to
Matthew.
us
But am I
by the
truly a
people
Matthew?
before us, whether it suits us.
For what is a Matthew?
It doesn't tell us
Oh my god.
who we really are. That name will not give us any answers.
No, you're dodging the question. You can give us the
Only
answers.
growing old that we become the answer to the questions of our childhood.
Not sure I like this lady.
And living in Sweden the last 30 years has definitely inspired this affectionate mother.
I like philosophy.
And so
She's a bit
Madam
too
Svenska
philosophical
was
for my
And yet you come back
taste
later.
on a simple question.
Why?
Yes, why?
I forgot.
My name.
But I also forgot that I had promised to remember.
What?
Tell me.
It's very melodramatic for the first 2 minutes of a horror game.
Sometimes my memory needs to be jogged.
How do you forget, but also forget that you were supposed to
As well as
remember?
the name you
And how did she remember
so
that she
much.
was supposed to remember if she forgot that she was supposed to remember?
Has given it a name, and it's from a name. If you can believe how bizarre and sometimes unbelievable my confused memories are to describe that all this began.
A long time ago.
With a name.
Which is what they call me. Oh. Uh-oh. We might get hit with copyright, David.
Oh. Maybe if we just keep talking over the music.
Maybe if we talk very loudly.
See, they put a child's name on that poster, but does the name really matter?
I didn't even notice the name. Did you see the name?
I saw it, but I don't remember what it said.
That's good, because what is a name?
Exactly.
I mean, all of these things on the screen, they're names. But are they truly who these people are?
Yeah.
Is Federico Ladani truly Federico Ladani? Does he embody what it is to be a Federico? Omar Scala, Rosario Scarso, Rosario Terranova, Fabrizia, Chris, another Federico. Oh no, it's the same guy, Ladani.
Yeah. And Daryl is the concept artist as well as...
This must be a small team.
Yeah.
Hey, that's who we're playing as.
I wonder who this could be.
Is this the old woman? I don't feel like this is the old woman. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I can't read that because I'm not Italian. Who knows, maybe it'll be in our diary in English.
Maybe.
I mean, I could try to read it. Probably won't do very well. It's also weird that that truck has 3 distinct seats, as opposed to 2 or just 1 long seat.
Yeah, it's an interesting design choice.
As opposed to a bench, it's got 3 buckets. She kind of reminds me of Jodie Foster from Silence of the Lambs.
I can see that.
You see it? It's the hair, kind of the forehead. I'm glad I'm not alone in that. Uh-oh. The violins are starting.
Well, that was just,
What the fuck? That came out of left field.
Yeah.
Okay.
A very abrupt transition there.
I was a little worried it wouldn't be, alright, Chris Darrell. Good luck.
Yeah, so he created it, written it, directed it, did the concept art. So this is all his idea.
This is his vision.
This
Okay,
is
so Chris is a little philosophical, apparently. Oh, it's gonna rain?
So all that was just chilling behind the park. Well, okay.
Alright, cool. So, okay. Well. Ah! My sweet Jennifer. My sweet Jennifer. No, what's this? So this is Rosemary Reed. That's us. We're a therapist. Alright, so Jodie Foster. Oh, it is in English now. Okay. Now the fun part of horror games. The reading.
Yeah.
Alright, medical report. Patient Mr. Richard Felton, sex male, born February 16th, 1920. 1958, he was first diagnosed with the symptoms, emergency hospitalization. The patient complains of severe pain in the abdomen due to the many diarrhea and vomiting discharges. He seeks emergency assistance. An ambulance took him from home to undergo extensive clinical examinations. Suspected ulcerated parasitosis. X-ray exam abdomen. At first glance, by direct abdominal radiography, the patient reports evident hydro air levels in the abdominal cavity with abundant kidney, liver, and intestine absence drainage, which is unusual. Formations are noticed. Parasitosis. The affected areas are full-blown to a common microorganism, damaged but unusually intact. After removal of skin cysts, there's evidence of proliferation of multiple parasites, moths, characterized by unusual cellular activity, suspected cause in the affected areas. Holy crap, this guy's got a lot wrong with him. Blood tests show a significant increase of values of leukocysts and inflammation indices, I don't know. Possible correlation with the suspected ulcerated parasitosis, testosterone deficiencies, and marked presence of estrogen, potentially unrelated to the disease. Urinalysis shows traces of blood and follicles, likely larvae, overdose of drugs, opiates, surplus of, okay, blah, 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 blah. Patient with ulcerative proliferative parasitosis. which shows alteration of the organs involved in the direct general clinical picture due to the large number of affected areas, blah, 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 blah. So he's got moths in him.
Yeah.
That's what I gathered. Alright, this is slightly shorter. This is actually something we can understand.
Yeah. We can alternate if you want.
Sure, go for this.
Okay. Dear Dr. Richard Felton, with this letter we inform you about the urgency to undergo treatment with our specialists who are usually in charge of following patients affected by a debilitating disease like the one you have. I'd say so. It is understood that your refusal to undergo psychological therapy seems clear to us, and since we understand your choice, we encourage you to go through other in-depth analysis at our institute. Whether you are unable to communicate with us, we invite you to tell your wife, Ariana Gallo, which is your designated helper and beneficiary as well, to contact us. According to the diagnostic criteria provided by the regional health system to our institute, we are obliged to request you once again not to be absent on the designated dates for the next requested medical exams, full body x-ray, urological examinations. Regard the Dr. G. Accardi.
Alright, Dr. Accardi.
And it looked like the mission was that we were going for Felton. Mr. Mothman.
Okay, I can run. Her arms swing to the side.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know which way we're supposed to go. Let's go look at this poster.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird spot to just park.
Can I I imagine I can examine that. There we go.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like there's a Celeste Felton. Oh.
Oh, is that related to the other person?
Missing since Thursday, October 14th, 1971. Last seen 4 p.m. at the recreation ground.
She was born in 1958. When didn't that guy get admitted in 58?
I believe so. Wearing a white dress with bows, white shoes, and tressed hair. Any information requested the call. So
right.
It's looking like that's definitely a daughter or some type of relative of his.
Alright. Oh, here's another thing.
Oh.
Can't pick that up. Alright, so Jodie Foster can go left, right, or straight.
You know, neither of the three paths look inviting.
Alright, let's go down the haunted back path.
Like, which way did she come from? Like, clearly you got your van somewhere. Maybe... I'm gonna say, is that his house?
Oh. Does she have a stamina bar I don't know about? Because she's panting now.
Well, she did smoke a whole cigarette. She might be a heavy smoker.
That's true. Let's see how long she can run before she passes out. Because knowing a stamina gauge in a horror game is good.
Yeah, especially if it's not showing it. Or maybe she just pants like that when she runs. Because she's still going.
Not this way.
Okay.
Notice the panting keeps going.
Yeah.
And now it's no longer happening.
Okay, so definitely a stamina bar.
At least for panting.
Hmm.
Okay. You heard that too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You're not alone. Not entirely... It started off sounding like a growl, but then it sounded more like a car.
That's what I thought. I was like, is that a dog? No, it could be a car.
See, we got a lot
I hear it again.
Yeah, we got a lot of puddles and...
What's this?
A lot of tracks just leading off.
Is that the baby Jesus? I always feel anxious when looking at some icons in mirrors.
Okay.
Okay. Whoa! Okay.
It's a very specific thing to say. We're about to go in a house filled with mirrors and...
Probably. Iconography. Alright, Jodie Foster. What you got for us?
Get it together.
Who is it?
Yes, hello. I'm Dr. Reed from the Santa Margarita Institute.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Felton is no longer a patient.
I know. This is why I'm here. Hello? Anyone?
To be honest, not what I expected her to sound like.
Me either.
It's a much deeper voice.
See the... Sorry. Did you, I'll show you. Did you see the brick here? Look at that little brick in the corner. He's like, whoa, I'm a brick. You see it?
Yeah.
It's like, wait, I'm a fucking brick?
You don't say.
Alright.
Get inside the mansion and meet Dr. Felton. Because, you know, it's not like they just told you,
Wait, so the guy we're looking for's name is Dr. Felton.
yes,
The girl who's missing
was Celeste.
was a Felton.
Yeah.
This guy is Mr. Richard Felton.
Yep. So, Miss...
Dr. Richard Felton.
Yep.
So,
Richard Felton clearly has some messed up... And yeah, 1958 was when he was first diagnosed, which is when she went missing.
and so then, dear Dr. Felton is psychological therapy, seems good to us. So he was a doctor. I'm imagining that's his child that's gone missing. And that's his wife is Ariana. Okay. So he was a doctor who was admitted for something. Okay. I'm caught up now. The fact that he was a patient and a doctor
Yeah.
threw me off.
Yeah, so now he's clearly has something serious going on, but now suddenly he no longer is being treated by them.
Trying to learn all the buttons.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as I can tell, there is no crouch button. At least not yet. See if we can get in the front door before we try to go around the back.
You might not be able to do it yet, but I'm pretty sure in the button list when it first popped up there was a crouch button. So it might just not be a...
Might not
away.
unlock yet. Okay.
You know, these are always the type of houses you just go to alone.
Yeah, with a shit ton of plants.
You know, especially with them telling you you're not welcome. What's the worst that could happen? The shady side door.
Oh, her hand moved weird there.
Gate was open. Are you there?
What is up with her hand on that door?
Is anyone there?
Alright, door's locked.
Like I was just gonna say the gate was open, like you didn't talk to somebody inside the house.
I mean, they did hang up on her. Alright, so we'll go around the side.
Of course, because you know, if people don't let you into your house, you just find a way to break in.
These bricks are so shocked that we would do a breaking and entering.
Yeah.
They're ashamed of us.
I mean, sometimes you just really want to do a B&E.
Yeah. Well, that panting is going to get us caught in the future.
Yeah. Tone it down, lady.
I mean, she's in heels. It is not easy to run in heels. Trust me, I've tried. It is not easy.
Yeah. Should have wore something else.
I mean, this is what, 19-something?
True.
Sexist double standards, man. She had to wear heels.
Yep.
Well, that's not creepy.
No, not at all.
Definitely anguishing. Okay.
Yeah, those are words you could use to describe it.
Sure.
Just a random statue with their eyes closed in the middle of a bunch of plants. Everything just covered with plants.
Oh, good. We found the door. Will this door actually work? I was about to say, if she takes out a cigarette...
Now we know why she can't stop panting.
Yes?
Good evening. I
Miss
am.
Reed, you already told me at the intercom.
What is wrong with
Yes,
her
I already told
face?
you, Mr. Felton is no longer a patient at the center.
She looks like a zombie.
I came here voluntarily, outside the institute.
So what do you want?
Answers.
I am personally re-examining your case. Causes, reagents. I strongly believe there are alternative ways and probably other experiments that are worth a try. I am fighting with the institute to recognize there are other adequate remedies for your husband's
Oh, no,
pathology.
please. I'm just assisting him. I'm his nurse.
I didn't know.
It's okay. I suppose you want to talk to him.
Yes, please. Talking to him would
I
be
apologize
helpful.
for the darkness, but Mr. Felton's sight has been damaged and immensely compromised because of a disease. Anyway, I am Gloria. Oh, and please, refrain from smoking inside. Mr. Felton hates the smell of smoke.
After you just let her carry it inside.
Right? I mean, she probably smells smoky.
I know.
As much as she's smoking.
A little weird turnaround though, then suddenly let us in.
Yeah, right? She was
After-
very hostile until she found out we weren't with the Institute. We are, but we're not.
Then suddenly it's okay, come in. Don't mind the house being dark.
Oh, hey, we got a trophy. We made it into the house.
This way.
Sure, Gloria, lead the way. She,
Bad habits.
she looks like a zombie.
Let's hope that's just really bad graphics for the face and not something in our future.
The fact that she's actually a zombie.
I don't know
Yeah.
for your health, but it's also very expensive. Money and time wasted. I have so much to do every day. I couldn't waste time with such a bad habit.
Oh, I can't run.
Do you assist Mr. Felton all day?
We're stuck like this.
No, from midday to 8 p.m. Then I go back home. I live near here. If needed, he can contact me with a pager, but that's not often. His wife takes care of him.
And where is
What can
she?
you tell me about
Yeah, exactly.
Her just a couple of times. She's usually out or locked in her bedroom when I'm here. Let's say they don't seem to get along.
Okay.
But, you know, when she's home, she listens to the same music, the same song, over and over.
Oh, maybe the old woman who looked like Maggie Smith at the start of the thing is his wife.
That could be. I guess if we start hearing the song playing on repeat, we know she's home. Yeah, this doesn't look like a house easy to get lost in.
No, we're gonna get so lost in this
This way,
house.
please.
So lost, I can already tell.
Mr. Felton will be here in a few minutes.
Why isn't he already here?
Yeah, I thought you were taking us to... Sure, but okay. So let's quickly examine his office before he gets here.
Yeah.
See what we can find.
Do the typical snoop.
Seriously, this is giving me very strong Jodie Foster, Silence of the Lambs vibes. Like, if that guy doesn't come in and be like, hello, I'm gonna be so disappointed. I can't even run right now. They're like, I can't do that right now.
It's improper to run in a man's office.
Here, let's check out the photo first. It was the first thing they wanted to show us. It's an angel. The coronation of a virgin. The young girl gazes into the sky above with stunned eyes as a light hits her. But something is out of place. From the dark sky that threatens storms are descending the hideous hands of strange creatures. The picture makes me feel uncomfortable. You see, like, the demons coming from the two corners.
Yep, I see it.
She's a virgin looking up towards, like, God as demons come from the sides. That's interesting. From far away, the clouds make it look like wings.
Yeah.
Angelic wings. That's what I thought it was at first.
So did I until you, like, it zoomed in. Yeah, just go through the man's desk.
I mean, yeah, that's what we do.
Read his personal...
Nope.
Or, yep, just close it. Okay. Read his personal
There we go.
files.
Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Felton's farm, Rosso Gallo? Gallo? I want to read it like Spanish, but it's Italian. Closes. Danger of contamination. Wyman and the Feltons indicted... Indicted? For alleged criminal activity against consumers and production employees. October 2nd, 1971, the Rosso Gallo farm. Pride of the Gallo... Gallos? I'm going to say Gallos because
Until
of Spanish.
somebody says it.
Yeah. Closed due to suspected contamination. It has been reported that many products have been infected by toxic pollen that could be the cause of severe parasitosis. The owner, Ariana Gallo, top right. Her husband, the notary, Richard Felton, bottom right. My brain died. Professor and company's partner, Albert Elias Wyman, large picture, are under investigation. The latter has been allegedly accused by Felton himself of having used the company to carry out pharmaceutical experiments, taking advantage of corporate funds as well. Indeed, the warning came from the residents at the company's headquarters, the Ashmans, who managed the building and supervised the harvesters, sisters of the adjoining covenant, Covent, not covenant. Among the reported symptoms, painful ulcers, vomiting, proliferation of parasites, and in some cases, keratosis photosensitivity. Following the heavy allegations, both the Feltons and the Ashmans received numerous threats from Wyman himself, who has been removed from the Order of Physicians today. Wyman stated he was shocked by the charges and pointed his finger to his former business partner, Richard Felton. "He personally funded me." It is worth noticing that Felton himself, like his father, promoted and funded the Phenixol Project, a drug for which Wyman himself was nominated for the prestigious Medicine Award in 1957, but that was retired from the market a few years later due to the disastrous side effects. Meanwhile, even at Felton's house, which was used as the location for product distribution, the activities ceases, and as a result of the scandal, the Ashmans and Feltons also broke off of any kind of relationship. As a matter of fact, the Ashmans claim a substantial refund for the damage they suffered because even their children have been infected and, as a consequence, used as unaware test subjects. The authorities assume the contamination has developed from the groundwater, not only used for irrigation of nearby plants, but also a common source for the Ashmans and the 12 sisters of the nearby monastery.
Okay.
What does this say? Oh, you want to read this, David?
You damn son of a bitch! See what they write about me on the news? You wanted to tarnish me, but I'll get back at you. Surely I will. Starting with your daughter. Do you believe she doesn't know who her father is? I'm sure he would be glad to know that she is his daughter. Show you've got balls. Take your own responsibilities. What am I saying? Balls? You never got balls.
Ooh, so maybe the missing girl is a Wyman and not a Felton.
Ah.
Interesting. Because I imagine that's a note from Wyman to Felton.
Interesting to just zoom in on this picture we already looked at, lady.
Looks like she's wearing like a thorny crown like Jesus did.
Yeah. I thought you didn't like looking at iconography.
Do you believe in God, miss?
Well, it would be too easy, wouldn't it? I believe in people's willpower. Everything else is not God, but an aptitude or mankind's cruelty.
This is the kind of fairy tale I prefer at my age. When you're worn out from an incurable disease, you...
Everybody's very philosophical in this.
Why is there so much life in such small but
Yeah.
creatures? And our
Not exactly the way it generally
It's
goes.
wrong and crazy. It's human nature.
That same nature in which we are equals to those ants eating each other. But pardon me, I forgot my manners. Please sit down.
As he just
Dr.
open
I suppose.
skirt
Sorry,
sits
Mr.
down.
Felton. Pleased to meet you.
So you already met Gloria?
Yes, she let me in.
She's a great reference, extremely hardworking, but back to us. I don't recall seeing beautiful doctors like you at the Institute, Dr. Reed.
I am flattered, Mr. Felton. I arrived at the Institute just a few months after you left. And you left because...
Inadequacy of the sanitary treatments within the structure.
That's right. And in a few words...
In a few words, they didn't know how to treat my case, and they
Uh-huh,
left me there
uh-huh.
to die.
But it seems that other issues to go
I once or twice refused to go through exams.
Was there anything I can do for you?
Oh, Gloria, yes. See if Dr. Reed needs anything.
Oh, no.
May I offer you a cup of tea or coffee?
No.
Espresso?
No.
Caffeine.
As you
All the
wish.
caffeine.
How about you, Mr. Felton?
No, thank you. I'll keep entertaining our guest. You can go now.
See that her car is disposed of.
Some friends
That's
of
not
mine
ominous.
contracted the
Not at
disease
all.
while traveling to Egypt, and it got worse.
In addition to the disease, the first exam showed some inconsistency. Some hormonal deficiency, overdose of non-prescribed drugs, opiates, naloxone. Wasn't it recalled in the mid-60s?
Doctor, don't you think that nowadays there are ways to obtain drugs without any prescription?
Yeah, they're
I
called
believe
drug
so.
dealers.
According to your file, you still receive your disability pension. Even better, it seems that the beneficiary is your wife, Ariana Gallo.
Exactly.
Gallo.
She's the one who takes care of me when Gloria is off.
How about your daughter?
My daughter, Celeste, has never come back home.
Disappeared. She was adopted, am I right?
The investigators confirmed that she intentionally left.
So wait,
They never suspected a kidnapping since there was no ransom.
that was probably a
How
long
about
time
Luke?
ago then,
Wasn't he a
thinking about it.
suspect?
A flash in the pan and...
Because this would be the 70s. She would have disappeared in the 60s.
Warnings and threats.
And her birth parents?
Dr. Reed, young girls often decide to just go. And this is what my daughter decided to do.
Jennifer.
What did you say?
At times, you'd call her Jennifer.
No, my
Mr.
daughter...
Felton, what has really happened to your daughter?
I just told you.
How about the off-the-record version?
I am not sure where you're trying to go with this.
I am
but
very
don't
confused.
tolerate- I don't have the strength for this now.
I know you've been trying to forget her, but this picture might help you to.
What is this? Where did you get this picture?
Isn't she your daughter? Celeste, or as you called her? Jennifer?
What is happening?
The back of the picture says
I don't
Jennifer.
know
There is no
anymore.
Jennifer!
You thought I was stupid, didn't you, Mr. Felton? Do you really think I'd come here without knowing what I'm
Who
talking
are
about?
you, and why did you come here? Did you come to my home
I'm
to
Jennifer.
threaten me with your condescending
Threatening
tone?
you? So maybe I should ask your wife then.
She's not home.
Seems like she is.
Mr. Felton, I just talked to the director of the Institute on the phone. They have never heard of Dr. Reed. She is not what she claims to be.
Well, Miss Reed, if that is your real name, your time here has ended. Please, leave my property. Miss Gloria will escort you out.
Please follow me.
Mr. Felton, please, tell me what you did to your daughter.
Good evening.
Follow me.
Very... Okay. So she's not a doctor. She doesn't work for the Institute. She's trying to find the daughter. For some reason.
Felton.
Yeah, that really took a...
Well, that would be why it escalated so quickly. So, at first I was like, what kind of psychiatrist is she?
You know the way.
Yeah.
But if she's not a psychiatrist, okay, she must be like a private investigator or something.
How do I do what?
How do you even sleep at night? You use people's lives regardless of the pain you cause.
Or she's a reporter.
The Feltons have been through a lot,
Also a possibility.
and they are good people.
Gloria, a young girl disappeared.
We all know the story, unfortunately. A burden that the Feltons will have to carry for the rest of their lives. Celeste just left them.
Sure she did.
There was a motivation behind it. And it threatened her life.
But you also have a missing person sign right outside your house.
Right? Like, what the shit, man?
You wouldn't still have that up if she just left.
You know what? Well, okay, well, we got through another trophy, but I guess we will pick this up in the next one.
Yeah, probably a good...
Keep it going. Okay, everybody. Oh, wait, another cutscene. Can I pause? Pause.
Okay.